What's up, guys? It's the Transylvanian, back with another video. And I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And that is exposing these girl metal channels because they have zero knowledge about real metal. Like I said before, most of the girls don't. They say, oh yeah, I like metal, and then they pull out some sissy shit. But see, instead of just roasting these channels, because that is mostly what this video is going to be about, I'm going to help you newbies out, because I saw a lot of newbies on these girl channels. For whatever reason, I don't know why, if you're new to metal, that you would watch a girls metal channel. I don't, because they have no knowledge of what real metal is. I have knowledge of what real metal is. Justin Horval has knowledge of what real metal is. Jerucifer, Mordant Red, Fumes Vatrid, MOD. Those are guys who know what metal is. These are the channels you should be watching, mine included, because I show off the real shit. Like I said, I don't show off one wimpy thing on this channel, because this is about extreme music, that's the point. When it comes to girl metal channels, they often do not do this. It's like they search for what's the weakest black metal record. Like when I was making fun of that Mirrorcore stuff on that one video, I literally saw a channel, a girl, her name was Joanne Winters 666, one of these posers in black metal history, said that was one of her favorite bands. I was like, how could you say that? That's one of her favorite black metal bands, even though that stuff is literally not black metal at all. And then she talks about a bunch of other wimpy ass bands on that channel, like Gojira. That's one of the worst of all time. Talk about sellout poser fest. Dude, they were playing at the Olympics. That's as bad as it gets. There's actual canoes being paddled there, and I'm not playing around. That's horrible. It used to be called the Olympics, now it's the non-hetero Olympics. Because if you didn't hear, they had drag queens up on stage there, right in front of kids and all, promoting that degeneracy. Isn't that a shame? Feel bad for those guys in France. I really do. Feel bad for you guys. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. See what happens when you live in a wimpified world, the things that they do. Imagine being a father, right? And you're there with your son or daughter, and they look at you, and they say, why are those guys dressed up like women? I'd be like, well, that's mental illness. Gonna assume that they decided to give these people a field trip to the Olympics, like they're special or whatever. And then they're going to send them back to that little white padded room later on, but unfortunately they don't. I would be lying to them if I said that. I'd be like, well, apparently this is what the world thinks is normal now, because these people live amongst us. They live, breathe, and walk amongst us. Just so you know that. People with extreme mental illnesses and deficiencies are around us. That's what they're promoting at places like the Olympics. Stupid. And I'm not surprised that something like Gojira would be asked to play there, because that's that mainstream wimpy NHM non-hetero metal. Non-hetero metal for a non-hetero event. Sounds about right to this guy. That's what's being showed off on girl channels. Non-hetero shit. Metal that's weak, wimpy as fuck. Soggy bread. Because that's what that is. And another one that was showing off some weak shit was that Maddie Danger. I gotta tell you, dude, that's one of the worst channels I've ever seen of someone that claims to be a metalhead. Like, one of the worst. That's someone who probably, and I'm gonna say probably, has never heard of Toxic Holocaust before. Could be wrong, but I'm going to say probably not, because a lot of the shit she shows off is weak. She made like an introductory video, like, oh, here's how to get into metal, showing off a bunch of weak shit. just wait till my list comes up in this video. You're gonna have so much real shit to listen to that you can start calling out posers on day one, because I'm gonna give you the real shit. I'm not gonna gatekeep it, because why would I? I want people to know what real metal is. I'd rather them watch me, someone who's showing off the real shit, than watch that and learn about a bunch of sissy shit. Don't worry, I got you covered, man. Don't worry. But yeah. And then just cringe as shit. Literally wears like Spirit Halloween costumes. Not even joking. Literally. Go just watch the channel. Go on it and look at it. You'll see what I mean. It's so bad that you might actually throw up. Because I almost did when I saw it. I was like, oh, about puked all over the place. Almost ruined my battle jacket. But, you know, I was able to hold it in. But, anyways, let's get to this list. Time to bring out the real shit for the newbies. Time to get you guys started with something real. Something tough. Enough of this pussy metal being promoted. So, gonna start off a little bit like this. We're gonna do thrash metal, black, death, grindcore, and war metal. Gonna give you a few bands from each to get you started. So, thrash. Gonna recommend, and I'm gonna give the albums too, because some of these bands wimped out over time, especially in the thrash category. So, Slayer, Rain and Blood, Toxic Holocaust and Overdose of Death, and Sodom, Agent Orange. Perfect place to start with thrash. It's the real shit, not the wimp shit. Perfect place to start in thrash. Death metal. I'd say look up Dismember, Reborn in Blasphemy. It's a demo, so I'm already starting you off with something most of these posers don't know, because, you know, posers don't know anything about demos. That's only for real metalheads. Sinister Aggressive Measures, and Deicide Serpents of the Light. Great place to start on death metal. Now for black metal, best genre in all of metal. I'm gonna do a little differently here. Gonna give 2 classic bands and 2 raw and tolerant bands, because you gotta like it all if you're gonna be truly into black metal. So 2 classics I'd recommend: Marduk and Burzum. That's a good place to get you started on what black metal should sound like. Now with Burzum, I would say listen to the self-titled or Philosophum, and Marduk, do Dark Endless, Panzer Division, or even their newest, Memento Mori, is also really good. But skip some of those albums in the middle. Stuff like Front Schwein and Victoria, that shit was soggy bread. I don't recommend those ones. Check out the other ones instead. Alright, now for some of that raw intolerance stuff. What I represent intolerance. So, if you want to get into that kind of stuff, I would say Der Stürmer, Banner Greater Than Death. Fantastic. So tough that it'll get the testosterone pumping for days. You'll never want to listen to wimpy shit after you hear that. And Eternal Strife, Vinlandic Hate Brigade. Check both of those out. Now, the Eternal Strife is only on BitChute, so I recommend getting that one on there. Der Stürmer, pretty sure you can find that here on YouTube. And just to be nice, let me throw in 2 traditional raw black metal bands for you as well, because this is my expertise. Black metal is what I know the most. So for the traditional raw stuff, look up Vlad Tepes' War Funeral March. Fantastic, hard-hitting, brutal, the whole way through. And look up the split between Horna and Behexen. It's a split album, so it's both bands on the same album. For those of you that don't know, check all that stuff out. And, you know what, I'll put even one more in there. Look up, let's see here, I want to give you another good one that's nice raw shit. Listen to Mutilation, let me think which album I want to do for them. Mutilation, The Lost Tapes. That's fantastic. That's a lot of like rehearsal stuff and shit like that. Check that one out too. Alright, now for grindcore. Kind of lost track what I was getting into here because black metal's my thing, so I'm always going to give you extra recommendations for that. Grindcore, going to give 2 here. I would say Repulsion Horrified, because that's a classic, it's so good. And also Terrorizer World Downfall. Those are really good. I recommend those to anybody who's never heard them. And for the last one being war metal, check out Archgoat All Christianity Ends or the Luciferian Crown album. Fantastic, hard-hitting, brutal the whole way through. Revenge, Strike, Smother, Dehumanize. Also hard-hitting as fuck all the way through. Brutal. And Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom, because they're kind of like the creators of war metal. And, you know what, one more for that too. Beherit, Oath of Black Blood. That is called an introductory metal list, if I do say so myself. That'll get you started on the real shit. You'll never look back. If you can get into this stuff, you're going to see channels like that. You're going to be calling them out just like I am. Like, oh, that shit's weak compared to what this guy, the Transylvanian, showed me. Oh, I never want to listen to that pussy shit again. Telling you. Hate to break it to you. It's the truth. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.